state championships, then we'll have to win before he don't have to swim the damn floor. Grinding. Grinding.
fixing to shut that thing down. If he's not walking back to the kids on the way. I walk in there, I always get my coffee. I'll tell you this. Whenever I was going to Connor's practice game, I'd say, hey, Bill, get there, work on that. It was always a nice. I don't know if there's not enough starters. Kids think they can get away with stuff because of that. I don't know. You're trying to start being tough. Get rid of all the trouble. Milton's 2-5. Huh? Be a good day. All right, for all you folks out there in Yahoo land, I'm not going to be trying to keep up with the camera too much. We're still working on a few things. Y'all just enjoy it. We're just up a little early. Do it, sound checks and stuff. Y'all enjoy it.
Gulf Breeze is also 7:30. Could you reach in there? Get me a
Red bag?
yeah. There's a bungee. Give me maybe a blue one. Let's try a blue one. Or a red one. If you can't find the blue one, I'll take the red one. Just give me that red one right there. Red will work. Yeah. I think I'm okay there. Make it look like it's cockeyed. I know it's not. Minutes, I gotta start coaching.
All right, in just a minute, we're going to start the coaches show. I think I got about, what do we got here? We've got about $1.33 at this JV. Hey, our sophomore team beat Milton's freshman team. Excuse me. Our freshman team beat Milton's freshman team by about 20, and Milton's freshman team was undefeated. I'm going to tell you something. We've got a good-looking freshman team. They look like they're cut out of a cookie cutter. They're all about 6 foot, 6'1", very athletic. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start the coaches show. We'll get this underway. Or we should be, well, let's see, what time is it? I think I'm going to start it right at. Looks like we're going to win this game. Milton's played them tough. They're JV. Tomorrow night, Navarre at Navarre, covering all the games. And then Friday night is Choctaw. Got a little jiggle right there. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see. 2 minutes. What is it, an 8-minute warm-up? Yeah. Are we, is it an 8-minute warm-up or? For the varsity, it's 8, right? 10. All right. All right, I'm fixing to start the coaches show here in just a second. Let me call Chris and see when he's going. I think he's going to start it here in just a second. Chris, can you hear me? Chris.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in a courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Well, we're sitting with Coach Watson. We've got a few minutes before tip-off at 7 o'clock. We're taking on the Milton Panthers. Let's go back and look at our matchup against Niceville. I believe that it was, 59-41? Game never really got out of control.
Right.
I think it was, 8 or 9 at some point during the game. But you pressed well. The ball was divvied out really well. Baskets were divvied out well. Just to be honest with you, the look of the Bulldogs has changed, just the way that you're playing compared to right off the bat. And I don't know if that's just time or finding out.
Yeah.
But we passed the ball a lot the other night. You know?
No, it was a good night. You know, we controlled most of the game and then had a little run at the beginning of the fourth quarter where we pushed the lead out to around 20. But, we had 3 guys in double figures. Tyrell Stewart had 15. Makai Jones had 14. Zay Parks had 12. So, when we can do that, we're going to be tough to beat. But like you said, we move the ball around. We're unselfish.
Really
and, it's fun to watch. That's good basketball. So, that, if we can continue to do that, and I think we will, like I told you at the beginning of the year, I think we're only going to get better and better. Now, you never know, but that's our goal.
Guys my age, we like to see the ball passed and set up for plays. I know that's sort of old school. Running down and shooting
is fun to watch. But like you said, I think that when the team starts trusting all the players, you can tell just by scoring, right?
Yeah.
3 guys, double digits. Nobody can really, like Mackay, if he was your only guy, which it started out that way, I guess.
Yeah.
You might find them teaming up on him, maybe.
Yeah. The game has changed so much, like you just talked about earlier, but the bottom line is you have to be able to run some half-court offense. Like, even the year we won it, like, once we got down there's going to be teams that you can't just run and gun with. They're better at it than you are.
Right.
So you have to be able to run some half-court offense. And, it was nice. It was good to see. We preach passing, sharing the ball. Everybody now wants to just dribble, which,
right.
We talk about in practice. I don't want you to dribble. I want you to drive. There's a difference in dribbling and driving. So if we can drive it and then it creates some outside shots for us so we can kick out when the defense collapses, that's when we're at our best.
We really found some guys under the basket, too. There were some really pretty plays. Guys are keeping their eyes up, I guess, and looking for them. And
we're unselfish, man. Sometimes that's hard to get your kids to find, to do, because everybody wants to score. Everybody has parents in the bleachers telling them to shoot, and it's hard to get that out of them sometimes. But with this group, man, they're just good, unselfish kids, and you can see it on the court.
Absolutely. We've played 3 district games. We're 5-0. Played, of course, Niceville the other night, and Pace and Tate the beginning of the year. We're undefeated in the district. We have 3 more district games, which one's tonight against Milton. This week we have another district game, I believe, in Navarre. We wrap up this week with Choctaw, and then one more district team in our group is Gulf Breeze. But let's talk about tonight against Milton. What happened last year, and where are they sitting at this year?
Yeah, Milton's a good team. Their coach is a very good coach. He does a really good job with them. Last year, both times they beat us at the very last second. The same kid hit a buzzer beater. It was crazy there and here.
It's crazy.
But, he's off and going to play in college now, so we don't have to worry about him. But they'll be good. Their record, I think, is like 2-4, but they're going to play. They're going to be a tough out. Yeah, the way they play, man, they're just fundamentally sound. They play really good defense, and they've lost to some really good teams. I know Gulf Breeze and Washington, I believe, have beat them. So, and those are 2 of the top teams around here. So they're going to be solid.
How do you think it's going to be performance-wise for your kids as you've, of course, Friday you hadn't had no practice. I don't. How does that work when you got a Friday game and you flip Monday? Do you get to spend any time with you guys at all?
We played 3 games last week and all on the road, so I wanted them to rest. Now, if this was a district tournament, then we would have done a little shoot around, optional on Sundays, because you're not allowed to practice on Sundays. But and that's why I hate playing on Mondays. This is the most Mondays that we've played since I've been here because of that. You don't get that day of preparation.
I think that after the break, looking at your schedule, you don't have any more Monday.
Yeah, usually I'll try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Just so they can get away from me for a couple of days, and then we can come back and get started with a good day of practice, and then play throughout the week.
Where do you feel like you are right now, 5-0, compared to the very beginning of the season? Close game against Tate. You blow out Niceville. Where do you see your team transitioning or doing better than they did at the very beginning?
No, we're better. We're better. We're like you mentioned. We're moving the ball. We're sharing the ball. We're starting to make some outside shots. The one thing that's kind of worrisome is Jalen Knox was out the other night with a knee. So I don't really know his status as of yet for this week. But a team that really is going to pound us inside. At the beginning of the year, that was one of our strengths, and now we're kind of small. Which I'm used to coaching small ball, so it's kind of back to what we know. But that we need to get him back. He was a presence, rebounding and scoring inside, so we need him back.
Well, I will say that against Niceville, they didn't have a lot of second opportunities. We did rebound pretty good the other night against Niceville. As you look at this week, tomorrow night, Navarre, Friday night, Gulf Breeze. Choctaw.
At Choctaw.
Of course, we want to get this game over with. Try to pick up a win here. But again, we're back on the road. Tournament.
Yeah.
The week of Christmas.
Yep. The good part about, we need to finish this little stretch strong. We got 4 games before the break.
That's right.
And 3 of them are on the road. So that'll be 9 games total. and 7 on the road. So we only have 11 road games. So that means in January we only got to travel 4 times.
That's
so
right. That's
if
right.
we can get through this stretch, my goal is maybe 7-2, 8-1 now. That's going to be tough, but that's just kind of in my brain when I go looking over things. But then I'll be pleased.
Sure.
Especially with the amount of football guys that we had and the late start that we had. That'll be a good start.
You feel like your guys? First of all, let me ask you this: do we have any more football guys on the team? Knox.
Oh yeah, Knox. We got Knox. We got Parks. Lorenzo Blackwell.
Are they coming along pretty
Braylon
good?
Phillips. They are. You can tell. I mean, I think for the most part they're back. It's just getting their legs totally under them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just. But I think by when we finish this week with 3 games this week, they'll be right on course. Yeah.
All right, Coach. So tonight, just a couple of key elements you're looking for against Milton to win this game.
No, they're going to play really good defense, so we're going to have to continue to move the ball and create shots for each other. And then for us, we're going to have to really defend them. We're going to try to pressure them too, not as much as probably we have the last 2 games, but they're going to they like to play kind of like Pace does, just kind of slow down, make a bunch of passes, get a good shot, and then really really play good defense. So. There's going to be a lot of times where we want to get the game to kind of get a little wild.
We're hoping for a good turnout. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a home game, and we won't have another one until, I believe, January the 5th.
Yeah.
So I know it's a Monday night, but hopefully a good crowd. Hopefully Milton will bring a good crowd. There was a good crowd at Niceville.
There was.
Of course, it was a Friday night game, and it was a rival game. So, but over the years, Milton's been a rival game for us, too.
Yeah.
So, all right, good luck. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Well, we are here at the Dog Pound is what Corey calls it. The Bulldogs taking on the Milton Panthers. Milton Panthers comes in 2-5, and the Bulldogs are 5-0. They have about 3 minutes before tip-off. Corey, you're going to have a little problems tonight. The 2 main scorers for both teams, last name is Jones. So what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to have to call out, I think, both names for our guy. How about that? And his name is Mackay. Is that right?
Yep, Mackay.
Mackay Jones for the Dogs. And
T. Jones.
T. Jones. We'll just call him Jones for
We'll
the
call
Panthers.
him Jones.
Yep.
Bulldogs tonight, Coach said they're going to play tough defense. Looking at Milton warming up, probably about the same size as we are. They don't look like they have any giants underneath the boards. So it's going to be small ball. Should be a good game tonight. Tomorrow night will be a Navarre. Tip-off is 7:30, and then Friday night will be down at Choctaw. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip. And then our last game before the new year will be Monday at Gulf Breeze, and that tips off at 7:30.
Help me.
Help me. Let me real quick go over they have about 4 top scorers for Milton. T. Jones is a sophomore. He's averaging 13 points a game with about 6 rebounds a game. McKinley, a junior, he's averaging 10 points a game with about 5 rebounds a game. Gardner, a senior, 7 points a game and 9 rebounds. So he's the rebounder. That'll be number 44. We'll see him playing down under the post, it looks like. Crumpton, a senior, averaging about 6 points a game and about 5 rebounds. And then Easley, a sophomore. Looks like they may have 2 sophomores on the floor tonight, starting about 5 buckets and 5 rebounds. For the Dogs, let's just quickly go over last night. Friday, if you heard Coach say, Stewart
led the team with 15.
Yeah.
Jones 14 and Blackwell 13, respectively. 3 guys in double digits. That is strong.
And it really goes back to what them being unselfish, moving the ball, and really good team
That's
effort.
right. It's changed from the first 2 games.
Friday and the pace game is where it kind of started. We saw the change at pace.
Yeah.
And then really they played really well Friday night.
Absolutely. So. Jones averaging almost 19 points a game with 12 rebounds. Stewart has brought his average up with about 10 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. Blackwell, he's almost at 7 with 5 rebounds. Purdue, 5 points a game.
I think we're
Knox
fixing
is hurt right now.
Have the national anthem.
We're fixing to have the national anthem, and we will go to a break. When we come back, we'll have tip-off here on WAZ and the YouTube page of the Good Country.
Listen up. Do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Courier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
What you doing, Cadence?
I am writing a note to Santa asking him to give one of my gifts to a needy child.
That is so thoughtful and the true spirit of Christmas. Gage, what about you?
Molly, you know Santa doesn't really exist.
Gage?
Santa? Merry Christmas from Crestview, Pay and Bonnie.
Hey football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till and Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you would think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
And we're back to have tip-off. Bulldogs taking on the Milton Panthers tonight if you're just joining in. Pretty good little crowd on a Monday night, just going to be honest with you.
Yeah, very quickly, if I can get the starters out, 11 Jones. That's Mackay jumping off for the Dogs. Number 0, Junior Johnson. Number 2, Stewart. 4, Blackwell, and 10, Closser starting off the night for the Dogs. Jones is going to win the tip, but it's going to be recovered by the Panthers. And in transition, they're going to try to lay one in for 2, and that shot's going to get blocked, and it's going to stay with Milton on the baseline.
Again, Milton comes in 2-5. Don't let that fool you because they've gotten beat by some great teams. Gulf Breeze and Washington both fantastic teams.
Milton able to get the ball inbounded, and Cressie's going to pick up a foul. That's going to be on Johnson. Milton will inbound it again. And they try to find their safety valve up top, and that ball's going to be taken away by the Dogs. Johnson on the steal. Bulldogs now with possession. Blackwell driving the lane, and they're going to get Johnson with a charge. So the Panthers will take back over.
We have gotten more charges.
Yep.
And
we got a couple. Did we get a couple called for us?
We had
Friday,
2.
I think.
We finally got a couple Friday, yep.
Bulldogs in a press, stolen by Jones. Mackay Jones lays it in for 2. The first points of the night. Dogs go on top 2-0 here with 7:30 left to go in the first quarter.
Little soft press maybe?
And they are just kind of dropping back into half-court defense now. Milton has possession of the ball across half court. And looks like McKinley is their point guard. He throws that out of bounds on the far sideline. Dogs will take over. Milton seems content playing half-court defense early on.
If you're on YouTube and you hadn't subscribed or whatever that stuff's called there, I don't know. I don't know nothing about YouTube. Do it so it'll help us get more people to watch it that, used to go to Crestview and like to watch the game. I don't have a way to.
Jones dishes it off to Clauser down low. Clauser unable to finish. Ball's going to be rebounded by the Panthers. That's Gardner for the Panthers on the rebound, and he's going to pick up a foul, and the Panthers will retain possession, and it looks like the Dogs are going to stay in that man press. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Dogs on top 2-0. Stolen by Stewart and laid in for an easy bucket off the press.
2 baskets now off defense, right?
Yep. Panthers once again trying to get the ball inbounded off the bucket. Crestview up 4-0, 6:30 left to go in the first. Milton trying to press the ball up. They're going to try a 3, and that ball's going to be long off the backboard, rebounded by Blackwell. Blackwell taking the ball across half court. Passes it to Johnson. Johnson for 3.
Good.
And that finds nothing but the bottom of the net. Crestview takes an early 7-0 lead and an early timeout by the Panthers with 6:09 left to go in the first quarter.
Guys, listen up. Did you spend too long out on the boat this Saturday fishing? Have you been on the links a little too much? Do you need to get out of the doghouse? Let me tell you where you need to go. Joey the Jeweler. He's on Main Street right by Desi's. He's got tons of beautiful jewels to win your girl back over. And make sure to go like and share his Facebook page. He's always doing great giveaways, so you have a chance to win something free for your girl. So head on over to facebook.com/JoeyTheJeweler. Or you guys could just ask Siri what the phone number is.
Hey Siri, what is the phone number to Joey the Jeweler?
Joey the Jeweler's phone number is 850-682-1980.
Back here at the Dog Pound, Bulldogs up 7-0 early on. Hey, I've got my phone on for the chat. I would like to know if anybody's watching that used to play for the Bulldogs. Tell us where you're at, when you graduated, and we'll give you all a shout out on the radio and on YouTube here.
Milton breaking the press up with the dribble across half court, now slowing down into half court offense. They're going to try a 3 from the top of the key, and they're going to find the bottom of the net with that one. Brings the score Dogs 7, Panthers 3. Crestview back on offense now, working the ball on a give and go to Stewart. Stewart partially blocked shot, rebounded by the Panthers. The Panthers quickly back across half court. Dogs are in a man defense so far early here in the first quarter. Panthers working the ball around the perimeter. Now driving, kicking it back out, trying another 3. This one finds the front of the rim, rebounded by Gardner for the Panthers, and dishes it back out to Valorizzo, is what I'm going to call him. He's able to find a 3, makes it 7-6. Dogs still on top. Jones tries a 3 in transition, rebounded by Johnson, and then they find Clauser down low for 2. Crestview on top 9-6, 4:50 and counting left to go in the first quarter. And they're going to find yet another turnover in that full court press.
Milton turning the ball over early 3 or 4 times now, and the Bulldogs have capitalized each time they've had the turnover in their possession. But hitting 2 threes just like that, Milton's right back in it.
Yeah, able to hit a couple threes like you said and kind of keeping this game at bay. But so far, Crestview's really dominated the first quarter, even though the score doesn't really indicate that.
That's right.
Crestview on offense. Blackwell with it at the top of the key. Almost gets it stripped. And they're going to call a charge on Johnson. So Milton will take over on possession here. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Dogs on top 9-6. And it looks like Purdue is going to check in for Blackwell here for the Dogs.
Blackwell, a football player. Maybe just our football players getting the charges.
A little physical, I guess.
I don't know. It don't look like it, but I don't know.
Milton trying to get this ball inbounded in front of their own bench, and they're going to get called for 5 seconds.
Nice defense.
So Crestview gets it back after the offensive foul. Milton in a zone defense so far. A 2-3, extended 2-3. Jones tries for a long 3. Ball goes in and out. Rebounded that time by Jones of the Panthers. Milton back with it on offense. Gardner has it down low, kicks it back out. And driving baseline is McKinley.
Hey, we got a charge.
And McKinley lays it in for 2, but they're going to get McKinley for the charge. So Dogs will take over. Score is 9-6, I believe. I think they counted those 2 points. So those should come off. I believe it's 9-6 with 4 minutes and counting left to go in the first quarter. Yep, they changed it. Johnson with the ball across half court. Dogs on offense. Milton's back in a man defense. Jones takes the ball at the top of the key. Stewart with it now, setting it back up. Dogs just kind of working the ball around.
Being patient, really.
Being very patient, sharing the ball like we talked about the last couple games. Purdue now driving the lane, tries to lay it in. Layup's no good, but it's going to find a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
If you are on YouTube or if you're on the radio right now and you'd like to get on YouTube, go to WAZ WJSB. But if you have played ball for the Bulldogs, let us know what year. Just do a little chat there. I've got my chat screen pulled up. And what year you graduated. Where you living now? Like to hear from the Lawrences, see where they're at.
Purdue makes his first attempt.
I'll still go down saying that probably the 80s was the best years for basketball and especially for the Bulldogs. Of course, in 2019.
Yeah, they got a banner sitting over there.
Yeah.
Purdue able to knock both of his free shots down. Crestview on top, 11-6, 3:22 and counting left to go in the first quarter. And once again, Milton is struggling with that press, and they're going to call a jump ball over in the far corner. And it looks like that ball will go the Dogs' way, so they'll inbound it on their baseline underneath their basket. Stewart trying to get the ball inbounded. And he's going to try to find Parks near the block. That ball's going to go out of bounds on the Panthers, and they'll set it back up. Stewart with the ball again. He's going to find Purdue over in the corner. Purdue's going to let it go for 3. That ball's going to go in and out. Able to get his own rebound. And we find Jones over on the right wing for 3, and he's going to find the bottom of the net. Moves the score. Crestview 14, Milton 6. Milton back with possession. Dogs still in man defense. They're trying to set up half-court offense here for the Panthers. That ball's going to be batted in the air, and the Milton able to retain possession, almost taken away by the Dogs. Milton trying to share it a little bit here as well. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. That's McKinley trying to drive baseline. He's gonna pick up a foul. Looks like that's gonna be called on Makai Jones of the Dogs.
Does our foul box do not work?
I noticed that in the JV game, it either is quit working. We have had it in the past.
We have.
So either it's a board situation or
somebody's just not taking it during the varsity, whoever's working the board.
Milton gets the ball inbounded, and that ball, Jones for the Panthers was tried a long 2. Ball went in and out, rebounded by the Dogs. Dogs back on offense now. Purdue driving the lane, dishes it off to Jones.
Nice.
Jones able to lay it in. A nice pass there by Purdue. Moves the score. Crestview 16, Panthers 6. The Panthers with a long pass trying to break that press, and Crestview's going to pick up a foul on the far end of the court, and Milton is going to inbound it underneath their own basket. 1:59 left to go in the first. Crestview on top, 16 to 6.
4 or 5 at least, huh? We got 2 charges.
Well, the offensive charges, those are wouldn't count towards the bonus.
Oh, they do not.
No.
Aha.
Milton's trying to get the ball inbounded, and they're going to find their safety valve, but the ball goes beyond half court, and that they're going to call back court on that. So the Dogs will take over right in front of the scorer box. Now with it on offense. Jones with it at the top of the key. Lets it go for 3. Ball's going to bounce off the back rim. Milton trying to drive the length of the floor. Number 13, Easley tried to go up for a layup. Ball was batted away by Jones. Stewart tries a 3 for the Dogs in transition. No good. Rebounded by Jones of the Panthers. And now Milton is back on offense. Tries a corner 3. That was McKinley off the mark. Now the Dogs pushing it back. And they're going to finally kind of slow this thing down a little bit. The Dogs with the ball, 1:10 left. Crestview on top 16 to 6. And now we're going to set it into a little bit more of a half-court offense after a few 3 or 4 possessions. Run and gun, yeah.
It was more no gunning. Well, just long
Jones
passes.
with it. Pulls up for 2 from the elbow. Just short. Rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers trying to set it up here in half court. Stewart almost able to strip the Panther ball handler, unable to do so. McKinley pulls up for a long 2, unable to get it to go, gets his own rebound, then shoots for 3. Also off the mark, rebounded by Makai Jones of the Dogs. Now Makai is walking the ball up across half court. 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Dogs are going to try to set up a last second shot here to extend this 10-point lead. Purdue drives the lane, pulls up from around the free throw line, and isn't going to be able to find it. So at the end of 1, Crestview on top, 16 to 6.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we have a paintball tank park. It's the only thing like it in this part of the country. You heard me right. Tank park. Get in a tank, shoot paintballs. This is a great opportunity for the whole family, for groups. You want to do team building, take them out to Baker and climb in a tank and shoot paintballs. Birthday party, shoot paintballs. Get in a tank and have some fun. Go to their Facebook page and book an appointment at Oddball Tactics.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been invested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
Back here, just starting the second quarter, Bulldogs are up 16 to 6 against the Milton Panthers, and the Panthers will be taking the ball out starting the second period.
And they will get the ball inbounded. Number 13, Easley for the Panthers with the ball across half court. Trying to find a back door. Stolen by the Dogs. That was Johnson breaking that pass up. Purdue with the ball driving the lane is going to turn that ball over. Number 10 for the Panthers, Spooneybarger with the steal there. And number 3, well, we don't have a number 3 on the Panther roster. Or, excuse me, 13. Easley is going to get fouled going up for 2. He is going to find the layup, and he's going to go to the line to shoot for one, try to make this a three-point play.
16 to 8. If you're just tuning in there on the radio station.
Elsley, I'm sorry. Elsley. There's no S in that name.
Bulldogs are up.
Elsley knocks his free throw down, going to bring the score to Crestview 16, Milton 9, 7:30 left to go here in the first half. Johnson with the ball across half court for the Dogs. Phillips going to try a three, going to find just short off the front rim, rebounded by Closser. Closser goes back up with it, and that ball is going to go off the glass, but a nice rebound and put back that time by number 13, Milton for the Dogs. Makes the score Crestview 18, Panthers 9. Panthers trying to break this press for the Dogs, and they're going to turn the ball over once again. The press really giving them all kind of trouble here in the first half.
You know, I talked to Coach about this earlier in one of our coaches' shows, and he says, you know, early on in the year, press is just hard to beat if you do it right.
Yep.
Because you just hadn't had a chance to practice it.
Crestview back on offense. The Milton Panthers in a 2-3 look, 2-3 zone. Dogs have not seen a lot of zone defense so far this year. Johnson tries a floater from around half the free throw line. Doesn't get it to go. Clauser finds the rebound. Is going to get fouled going back up. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Appreciate our sponsors this year. I noticed some of the guys saying they appreciate the sponsors. I think that was Doug.
Clauser a little long on his first attempt.
You know, it is early for basketball. Most people don't figure it out until January.
Yeah, well, it don't really matter until January.
It really don't. I mean, and actually, the way they've got it set up now.
Clauser able to hit his second one. Crestview up 19-9 here. 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. And once again, trying to dribble out of that press, that man press. Phillips for the Dogs is going to pick up a foul on the backcourt, and the Panthers will shoot 1-1 here with 6:37 left to go in the first half, already in bonus.
Already in bonus.
But that's, I mean, when you press, man press, that's you know, that's going to happen.
What I was going to say is it doesn't matter. You could win 3 ball games now the way they've got the district and region set up. If you win your district tournament,
I'm a Elsley. That's how I'm going to say that. Elsley.
E-L-Z-Y,
Yeah.
Dusty. That's what we're
Elsley
dealing with now.
Is he knocks down his first one. He hits both of them, makes the score Crestview 19, Milton 11. 6:35 and counting left to go in the first half. Milton for 3 from the far wing, and that ball is going to come up just short. Rebounded by the Panthers. Jones in transition. Milton's going to try a 3 of their own. Unable to find the mark. Rebounded by Clauser. Dogs back with it in possession. Milton staying in a zone defense here. Actually, they went back to man. Johnson with the ball, dribbling around the top of the key. Johnson back with it, near wing, driving the lane, going up for 2. Not going to be able to find the bucket, but will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yep. Pretty good crowd for Monday night. Bulldogs coming in 5-0, taking on the Milton Panthers. If you're just tuning in, they're 2-5, but they're playing the Bulldogs tough. Bulldogs' biggest lead has been 10.
Johnson in and out on his first attempt.
I hate to say it, we're picking up right where we left off. The first 5 games on the free throw line. Every time we go to lunch, somebody say, can we hit a free throw?
What did y'all say? Y'all think y'all could do 50?
I think I can go 50%.
50%?
And that's not even warming up.
No practice, just
no practice.
Out there dry.
You give me 10 shots, I think I'd hit 5 of them.
Johnson able to hit his second one.
Now, that's at an Itby gym, right?
Yeah. Crestview up 20-11, 5:30 left and counting in the first half. Crestview staying in that press, almost gets a turnover, and ball is knocked out of bounds by Makai Jones of the Dogs. Ball will stay with the Panthers. They'll inbound the ball across half court around the Crestview bench. And they do get the ball inbounded.
By the way, I hadn't mentioned it, but what a beautiful court we have now. Brand new court.
Greg Watson Court.
Greg Watson Court. Is that what they're going to name it?
I just came up
By
with
God,
it.
they are too. He dadgum won a championship with dadgum 5 football players.
Dogs back with it on possession, setting up half-court offense here are the Dogs. They're trying to work it into Clauser.
Watson Court.
They're back
like
in the 2-3 zone, moving the ball around. Jones driving the lane, and he is going to find 2 points and one.
Off balance.
They are
going to over.
They're going to actually call Mekhi Jones with a charge.
Oh no!
And,
how is that possible?
Anyway.
That guy was not set whatsoever. They missing that. I think they're missing.
4:57 left to go in the first half. Crestview on top, 20-11. Staying in the press are the Dogs, even in bonus, and staying with the trend that we've seen the first half, getting turnovers in that press, and they'll force another one. That's Johnson forcing that turnover. Dogs will go back on offense.
Wow. I'll be honest with you.
An unbelievable play by Jones taken away.
Unbelievable.
By the charge. 4:40 and counting left to go in the first half. Johnson taking it across half court for the Dogs.
He made the layup going down to the ground.
Oh, man, it was a great play.
It's a gorgeous play.
He's going to try for 3. That's Jones. Jones off the mark, rebounded by Milton. The putback is no good. And the rebounded that time by the Panthers. That was Gardner on the rebound for Milton. Milton back on their side of the court. Dogs remain in man defense. McKinley dribbling around, now going baseline. And they're going to pick up Phillips of the Dogs with a foul. And McKinley will go to the line to shoot 2 now and double bonus.
All right. If you know somebody that played ball.
McKinley able to make his first one.
And they get on YouTube. Let us know. Let us know you played for the Dogs. What year you played. Get somebody chatting out there in the Chatville land or whatever.
Yeah, they named the Lower Hill coach or the court after a Lower Hill coach a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And the big thing was that they want you dead before they name something after you in this county.
Yep.
They don't want you alive to receive your accolades.
Nope.
Milton.
Got to be dead.
Yep, got to be dead.
That's the school board for you.
Well, you know, that's been in the books forever.
It probably
Milton for 3. And just off the front rim.
Nice.
But rebounded by the Dogs. That's Clauser with the rebound in the putback. Dogs on top 22-13. 3:40 and counting left to go in the first half. Milton able to finally break the press. Gardner tries to put it in and make it hurt. Gets his own rebound. And just rolls in. Makes the score Dogs 22, Milton 15. Dogs quickly in transition, turn the ball back over. That's McKinley running the length of the court, and he's going to miss the wide open layup, uncontested layup, rebounded by Gardner of the Panthers and put back in. So quickly, the Panthers have cut this Bulldog lead down to 5. 3:11 left to go in the first half. Crestview on top, 22-17. And we're staying right here.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here. I've got it. I'm sorry. I got
That's all right.
Text from Chris, something about a funeral or something. I'm trying to figure out who that is. I don't know. But yeah, the Bulldogs have had what, 6 unanswered now, and it's gotten them back to what, 5?
The Panthers, yep. Down
So,
5. 3:11 left to go in the first half. Crestview does have possession of the basketball. And they're fixing to get ready to inbound this thing off the Bulldog timeout. Stewart taking it across half court for the Dogs. Blackwell's checked back in the game after his brief hiatus, and he's going to pull up from the elbow. That ball's going to be off the mark. Rebounded, though, by Stewart. Stewart Kicks it back out. Johnson now driving the lane. Kicks it to Phillips. Phillips for three, and that ball is going to be way long. Air ball. Rebounded by the Panthers. Panthers in transition. McKinley driving the baseline, and he's going to travel driving the baseline, and the Dogs will take back over on offense.
Little sloppy play here late in the second quarter, I would say, for the Bulldogs. Just got to slow it down maybe and get back the way they was playing that first quarter. And just some bad shots and bad passing.
Milton staying in the 2-3 zone. Crestview working the ball around, trying to find the soft spot. Stewart in the corner for three, and that ball is long once again. And that's another air ball.
Should be Navarre.
We're going to have a jump ball on the rebound, and that ball's going to stay with the Dogs because the Panthers
that's right.
took it out in the second quarter.
That's
so
right,
Crestview will inbound it from underneath their own basket, finds their safety valve up top. Blackwell driving the lane, kicks it over to Purdue, who drives the lane, and he's going to lay the ball in, brings the score. Crestview 24, Panthers 17. The Dogs stay in the press, making them work the ball all the way up the court. Milton able to get it across the court. Now McKinley for the Panthers going to try from three, and he's going to be just long. Rebounded that time, though, by number 5 of the Panthers, Attic. Attic able to find the rebound and the putback. Brings the score, Crestview 24, Milton 19, 144 and counting left to go in the first half. Now Purdue going to shoot for three for the Dogs. That ball's going to be short, rebounded by Blackwell. And my goodness, Clauser goes up and is fouled hard on a blocking foul by Gardner. Or it went down hard, let's say that. Not a hard foul, but went down hard trying to go up for two. He's still on the court, 134 and counting.
He's getting up.
And once he gets up, he will shoot for two if he's able.
If he's able. I want to know where the towel guys are tonight. That's what I want to know.
Let me tell you something, son. They don't mess around with the towel over Santa Rosa County.
No, they do not. Man, look, our guy's just wiping with his foot. I mean, seriously, where was it that they just shined the whole floor?
That was Pace.
Was it Pace?
Yes.
Fort
That's
Walton did
one
too,
spot.
I thought,
No, Niceville, yeah.
Niceville.
They hit it a couple times.
Oh, it was Pace.
But nothing
that really
like
hit it.
Yeah. They shot, and they are going to let Milton shoot for Clauser now. He was a little banged up, getting some attention from the trainer.
All right, here we go. No pressure, Milton.
Milton is coming in to shoot for two. And it's going to be just long on his first attempt.
Can we swap it halfway through? See if somebody else can make a free throw?
Foley going to check in for Stewart here with a minute and 34 left to go in the half, giving Stewart a little
I just want to find one guy that can hit a free throw.
We just need one.
One guy.
Maybe two. Two would be nice, to be honest.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Milton unable to make his second one. Rebounded by Purdue. Dogs will keep it on offense. Minute and 28, Dogs on top. 24-19
I think
here
we've got
late
a
in the first
secret
half.
celebrity teaching them how to shoot free throws. That's Shaquille O'Neal.
Johnson pulls up from the elbow. That ball goes in and out. Rebounded once again by Purdue. They're actually going to call a jump ball before Purdue's able to snatch that rebound away. Milton will take over with possession.
1:15 left here in the first half. Bulldogs up 24-18, or 19, excuse me.
Crestview staying in the press. They've gone into more of a zone press. Pressing nonetheless. Milton's still trying to work this ball across half court. Finally do. And Attic with the ball now ditches it off to McKinley for the Panthers. Driving the lane are the Panthers. Unable to find a layup, but are going to find a foul.
How is that a foul?
And they're going to get Purdue on the foul. Milton will go to the line to shoot two here in double bonus.
Double bonus?
Yep.
Oh, man.
And he is going to be long on his first attempt. That's Attic.
Straight up brick.
Shooting for the Panthers.
That straight up was a Shaquille O'Neal right there.
At it, getting set for his second attempt, and he's going to be long on that one as well. This ball is rebounded by Purdue. 52 seconds and counting left to go in the first half. Crestview on top, 24-19. They're back with possession of the ball. Milton's back in man defense. They're trying to work this ball inside to Foley. Foley is going to lose it. The ball's going to be stolen by the Panthers. Panthers back with it. That's McKinley spinning in the lane, trying to lay that ball in. Unable to do so. Milton is going to find the rebound and is going to be fouled by a Panther defender. Crestview will take the ball out.
Still ain't in bonus, I guess.
By their own bench. Gets the ball inbounded to Blackwell. 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Blackwell driving to the top of the key. Now driving into the lane. Tries a floater off the back rim. Ball's rebounded by number 21 for the Panthers. That's Farrar. I don't know. They got some names over here. 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Milton's trying to set up a three. They have a wide open look, and that's
busted it.
Valrizzo. Killing me with the names. But he's able to find the mark, and the Panthers end up cutting the lead going into halftime. Crestview does retain the lead, up 24-22 at the half.
Tradition is where our roots are planted. From humble beginnings based on affordable, trustworthy service, Brackney Funeral Service has grown into a reliable resource your family can depend on. Rooted in our traditions, we stay firmly connected to the families we serve and the care we provide. We continue serving all faiths and families in the only way we know how, by staying true to our heritage. Brackney Funeral Service is locally owned and operated by Terry Brackney, Highway 90 East in Crestview. Call 683-9898.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique in Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
Listen up. Do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Poirier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
What you doing, Cadence?
I am writing a note to Santa asking him to give one of my gifts to a needy child.
That is so thoughtful and the true spirit of Christmas. Gage, what about you?
Modi, you know Santa doesn't really exist.
Gage?
Santa? Merry Christmas from Crestview, Pay, and Bonnie.
Hey football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till & Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you would think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
Guys, listen up. Did you spend too long out on the boat this Saturday fishing? Have you been on the links a little too much? Do you need to get out of the doghouse? Let me tell you where you need to go. Joey the Jeweler. He's on Main Street right by Desi's. He's got tons of beautiful jewels to win your girl back over. And make sure to go like and share his Facebook page. He's always doing great giveaways, so you have a chance to win something free for your girl. So head on over to facebook.com/Joey the Jeweler. Or you guys could just ask Siri what the phone number is.
Hey Siri, what is the phone number to Joey the Jeweler?
Joey the Jeweler's phone number is 850-682-1980.
All right, back just for a second. Let me go over the stats for you. If you're just tuning in, the Bulldogs were taking on the Milton Panthers tonight, and at one point the Panthers was down by 10 or 11, and they have made it a 2-point ball game with a couple of, I think a 9-point run unanswered. Bulldogs couldn't make any baskets. Has some foul problems, couldn't shoot shots. And so let's look at it real quick. Like your top scorers right now for the Bulldogs. Looks like Jones is going to be our top scorer right now with 7 points. Let's see who else has baskets. Milton has a basket. And it looks like Klausner has 2 baskets for 4. Stewart has a basket and a 3 for Johnson. Let's say we had 2 threes somewhere. I'm looking at this. I took a picture of the of their scoreboard score sheet here. So the first quarter, the Bulldogs scored 16. Second period, only 8. Looking at Milton, they've hit 2 threes. Valorizio has hit 2 threes. Another 3 by T. Jones for Milton. A bucket for Adcock, a bucket for Elzy, and then 2 buckets for Gardner. They scored, and it was almost a flip-flop. They scored 6 the first quarter and 16 the second quarter. So the only difference is the 2 buckets, 2 points. Right now it's 24-22. And don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be traveling to Navarre. We're going to cover all the games. I believe Ken is just doing home games. I haven't seen him many away games. So you can catch all your action right here for the away games also on the radio station, unless Troy has a game. But I think most of their games coming up is going to be on Saturday. And then Friday night we have Choctaw. And that'll be a 7 o'clock start. Both games we'll try to have the coaches show about 10 minutes till. So Bulldogs are out warming up right now. If you're listening and you'd like to watch the game, we're on WAZ WJSB's YouTube page. We'll be right back for tip-off. Third quarter, Bulldogs up 24-22.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we have a paintball tank park. It's the only thing like it in this part of the country. You heard me right. Tank park. Get in a tank, shoot paintballs. This is a great opportunity for the whole family, for groups. You want to do team building, take them out to Baker and climb in a tank and shoot paintballs. Birthday party, shoot paintballs. Get in a tank and have some fun. Go to their Facebook page and book an appointment at Oddball Tactics.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been invested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
Tradition is where our roots are planted. From humble beginnings based on affordable, trustworthy service, Brackney Funeral Service has grown into a reliable resource your family can depend on. Rooted in our traditions, we stay firmly connected to the families we serve and the care we provide. We continue serving all faiths and families in the only way we know how, by staying true to our heritage. Brackney Funeral Service is locally owned and operated by Terry Brackney, Highway 90 East in Crestview. Call 683-9898.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique and Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
Listen up, do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Poirier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
And we are back here, about to start. Tip-off will be in 40 seconds or so. So your thoughts about first half, Corey? We had a 10-point lead, and it's down to 2. What do we got to do?
You know, I think we played really well in the first half up until the last 3 or 4 minutes of the half. They had about a 10-point lead, really had control of the game. We're doing a nice job defensively with the press, doing a good job offensively. Milton has been able to get the Dogs in foul trouble in the first half, and we're able to capitalize on some free shots and also hit maybe 3 or 4 threes that's kind of kept this game close.
Yeah.
For Crestview, I mean, I think just a little more of the same. Maybe not getting. Hopefully, we can't stay out of foul trouble this half.
Maybe some press.
Oh yeah, I would definitely keep pressing. Yeah, for sure.
Well, here we go. Bulldogs will be taking it out.
And they're moving left to right for the people listening on the radio. Johnson with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Stewart. Stewart for 3. Just off the mark to the right. Rebounded by Stewart, though. Blackwell now pulls up for 3, and he's going to be able to find the bottom of the net. However, they're going to call that a long 2. His foot must have been on the line. Wow. Moves the score, Crestview 26, Milton 22. Crestview staying in the press. Milton able to get the ball across half court. Now setting up offense here. Crestview in man-to-man defense, as we've been throughout the year. Jones at the top of the key, trying to set up play. Back with it is Jones. Long 3. Ball's going to go off the side of the rim, rebounded by Makai Jones of the Dogs. Makai has it across half court for the Dogs. And Milton here early is going to be in man defense. Blackwell trying to drive in the lane. He's going to lose the handle, and that ball is going to be taken away by the Panthers. The Panthers in transition, trying to corner 3. That ball is going to miss. That's number 2, Valorizio, maybe, on the attempt for the Panthers. Crestview trying to work the ball down low to Clauser. Clauser kicks it back out to Stewart. Johnson. Johnson drives the lane, unable to get the layup. Rebounded by McKinley of the Panthers. McKinley quickly takes it back down the court. Now dishes it off to Gardner. Gardner goes up for 2, blocked by Makai Jones of the Dogs. And now the Dogs with possession across half court here. 5:46 and counting left to go in the third quarter. And they're going to get the Panthers Crumpton with a foul on Makai Jones of the Dogs. The Dogs will inbound this ball underneath their own basket. That's Stewart getting the ball inbounded for the Dogs. He's able to find Johnson. Johnson goes up and is going to get fouled.
Over the line.
The basket's no good, but he'll shoot for 2.
Bulldogs have had spurts of hitting all their shots, and then it's just like they're dry as a bone right now. I don't think we've hit a basket 3 minutes left into the second period until now.
Johnson hits his first.
Okay. We hit the 2.
Free shot. And his second attempt's going to go in and out. Crestview on top, 27-22, 5:35 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Milton is going to have this ball go out of bounds. They're going to call that out of bounds on the Dogs. I think. A little confusion. We got 2 people standing by to inbound the ball. They are going to say that it's going to be Panther ball. Panthers get the ball inbounded to McKinley. McKinley almost stripped by Stewart. They're going to get Stewart on a foul. Panthers will inbound this ball again over on the far sideline.
Just tuning in, Bulldogs take it on the Milton Panthers tonight. It is a district matchup.
And the Panthers are in possession of the ball right here. Early on in the third quarter, find themselves down 5. Easley shoots for 3, is no good. Rebounded by McKinley of the Panthers and put back for 2. Brings the score Crestview 27, Milton 24. 5 minutes and counting left to go in the third quarter. Blackwell driving baseline. He's going to try to find Clauser near the block. Stolen by the Panthers. In transition. Good transition defense that time by the Dogs. The ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Stewart. The ball will remain with the Panthers, and they'll inbound it underneath their basket.
They hadn't knocked the ball out. That would have been another easy basket for the Panthers.
Panthers get the ball inbounded, now have the ball at the top of the key. Easily shoots for 3. That ball is going to be wide right. Rebounded by the Dogs, knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. The Dogs will inbound this ball in front of the Milton Panther bench.
Soft press by Milton. Or man, is they going to man?
Yeah, they're just man. Stewart with the ball. Dishes it off to Jones. Gardner for the Panthers is going to pick up a blocking foul.
I think that's 2 or 3 team fouls for the Panthers here in the
third quarter. The Dogs will inbound this ball, or they called that a flagrant foul apparently. So Jones will shoot for 2 here.
How about that? So we'll get the shot and the ball.
Yeah, the technical foul on number 20 for the Panthers, Crumpton.
One time.
Something happened after the play. Jones' first attempt in and out.
They shouldn't be over here talking while our guy's trying to shoot. I'll say that.
Jones able to knock down the second one. Brings the score Crestview 28, Milton 24. And after the 2 free shots for the Dogs, they will retain possession on the technical foul.
Are they saying that somebody said something?
Yeah.
I think that's what
so, there was a Milton player that picked up a tech after the play.
Yeah. Probably said something after, said that wasn't a foul and blankety blank.
Who knows? Who knows? Crestview with the ball.
There was a bleak word. Let's put that away.
Milton back in a 2-3 zone. Jones for 3. Ball's going to be short. Rebounded by the Panthers easily, and he's going to pick up a foul.
God.
That's Stewart, I believe, going to pick up a foul in the backcourt. Nope, they're going to call that on Jones. Deep in the backcourt. Unnecessary foul that time. Panthers inbound the ball again, still trying to work this ball across half court, and they finally will. Easily with the ball for the Panthers. And he's doing a lot of dribbling over there on the far side. Finally gives the ball up to Jones at the top of the key. Crestview staying in man defense.
I've got an announcement to make.
Oh.
Whenever you're ready, it could change the situation.
No.
Yeah.
Are we make believe?
No.
Okay. Jones for the Panthers hits a floater, makes it Crestview 28, Milton 26, 3:24 and counting left to go in the third.
There's a possibility we could be doing, if you're in town, the tournament.
Oh.
Our plans have changed.
No.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. I can't go to
anywhere.
Art. I can't go to Disney. I can't go to anywhere.
Can't have nothing.
Can't do nothing.
Milton in a 2-3, they try to find, or they do find Parks around the free throw line. He's unable to get that basket to go. Rebounded by the Panthers. The Panthers are trying to get this ball inbounded against the Bulldog press, and they will. McKinley driving baseline, and they're going to get Stewart with a foul over there on the baseline.
All of a sudden, this is a ball game, 28-26.
Yep.
Milton has kept it in the third quarter very close. I think we got a 5-point lead, and they have kept it no farther than that. And it's a 2-point lead with 3 minutes left here in the third.
Milton gets the ball inbounded, and easily for three for the Panthers. No good, but rebounded by the Panthers. That was Jones on the rebound, and on the putback, his shot gets blocked.
Knocked out of bounds. Bulldogs ball? Yes, it is.
Bulldogs will inbound this ball in front of the Panther bench. Blackwell bringing the ball across court for the Dogs. And Milton seems content to stay in that 2-3, kind of an extended 2-3 zone. They have the bottom middle guy kind of walked up. Jones pulls up from the elbow, knocks that one down. A nice jumper there by Jones, extends the Bulldog lead to 4. Crestview on top 30-26. Milton trying to press the ball up the court, throws that ball away, and Crestview will take over on offense.
Need to make a little run right here to separate ourselves to get ready for the fourth quarter. I'd like to see a 10-point lead in the fourth, going into the fourth. That'd be nice.
Milton going into a press here, and 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Dogs able to break it. Stewart dishes it off to Parks, and Parks is going to get that ball wrestled with. They're going to call a jump ball. Milton's going to take over on the jump ball. Dogs pressing themselves. Milton with some nice passing, able to break the press, but Purdue able to get the steal underneath the Milton basket for the Dogs. Gives it to Stewart. Stewart drives the length of the floor and lays it in. Brings the score, Crestview 32, Milton 26. Crestview finds another turnover. Stewart on the breakaway. That's not the right word. But he'll lay the ball in for 2 and get fouled and go to the line to shoot 1. And that swing of momentum that you were talking about, the Dogs find themselves up 34-26 with 1:42 left to go in the third.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
What you doing, Cadence?
I am writing a note to Santa asking him to give one of my gifts to a needy child.
That is so thoughtful and the true spirit of Christmas. Gage, what about you?
Modi, you know Santa doesn't really exist.
Gage?
Santa? Merry Christmas from Crestview, Pay, and Bonnie.
And we're back here. Just about to come out of timeout. Milton Panthers called a timeout. Bulldogs will be going to the line to make an N1, possibly, right? Is that what? Was it a basket and a foul?
Yeah.
34-26 is your score. 1:42 left here in the third period.
And Stewart is ready to go at the line.
Remember,
trying to extend this lead to 9.
Our monitor's different than on there, so.
Waiting for the official to give Stewart the ball here. And he is long on his attempt. Ball is going to be rebounded.
Travel.
They're going to call a jump ball, and the ball is going to go Crestview's way. I didn't see anybody with possession.
Nobody looked like nobody did.
Everybody, they were down there fighting for it.
Oh.
Dogs will have possession, and they will inbound this ball. That's Johnson going to inbound this ball for the Dogs, and he's going to hit Parks at the top of the key, swing back over to Purdue, and now they're going to set up a play here. Milton back into man defense. Parks with the ball around the block, and he's going to try to put that ball up off the mark. It's Parks, rebounded by McKinley of the Panthers. And here come the Panthers back across half court. Minute and 19 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Crestview on top 34-26. A long jump shot that time by Easley. Finds the mark for the Panthers. Brings the score 34-28. Dogs on top. A minute left to go in the third. Milton back in the 2-3 zone. Purdue from the top of the key for three. Off the mark. A nice rebound by Stewart. Johnson driving the lane and able to lay it off the glass for two. Pushes the lead 36-28 Dogs. 45 seconds and counting left to go in the third quarter. A nice turnover off the press. And Purdue is going to get fouled.
On the floor?
He should go to the line to shoot two, I believe. Actually, they're going to call that on the floor. So the Dogs will inbound this ball underneath their basket here with 41 seconds left to go in the third.
Oh, bonus.
And now they're
1 and
saying
1.
it's 1 and 1.
So it is bonus.
Purdue will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
41 seconds left here in the period. 36-28. Bulldogs trying to stretch it out a little bit. Be nice to hit both baskets right here. Let's see if we can do that.
Purdue
gets
his first one to roll in.
Take that. Next shot is up, and it is.
It's going to be just short. Bulldogs maintain the lead, 37-28, 9-point lead, 35 seconds and counting left to go in the third. Bulldogs are going to knock that ball out of bounds around half court.
They don't call a foul?
Take over. No, the ball just went out of bounds.
Okay.
Panthers will inbound the ball around half court, just on the Milton Panther side of half court. They're going to get that ball inbounded to Jones of the Panthers. He's dribbling around the top of the key. He's going to dish it off to McKinley. McKinley back over to Jones. 17 seconds left to go in the third. They might be setting up for a last chance opportunity. Actually, Jones is going to drive in, spin, and fire. That ball's going to be off the mark, but rebounded by Attic of the Panthers. Putback is good and got fouled on the play. So he'll go to the line to try to make this a three-point play with 10 seconds left to go in the third.
Pull within 6 if he makes this shot here. Bulldogs still have 10 seconds to try to get something off.
Attic at the line. That ball's going to be long, rebounded by Parks. Parks gives it up to Purdue. Purdue pushes the ball across half court to Stewart. Back over to Parks for three, and that ball's going to be off the mark for the Dogs. The Dogs will go into the fourth quarter with the lead, 37-30.
Hey football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till & Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you would think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
Guys, listen up. Did you spend too long out on the boat this Saturday fishing? Have you been on the links a little too much? Do you need to get out of the doghouse? Let me tell you where you need to go. Joey the Jeweler. He's on Main Street right by Desi's. He's got tons of beautiful jewels to win your girl back over. And make sure to go like and share his Facebook page. He's always doing great giveaways, so you have a chance to win something free for your girl. So head on over to facebook.com/JoeyTheJeweler. Or you guys could just ask Siri what the phone number is.
Hey Siri, what is the phone number to Joey the Jeweler?
Joey the Jeweler's phone number is 850-682-1980.
Back here at the Dog Pound, Bulldogs taking on the Milton Panthers. They're up 37-30, and Milton will be taken out in the fourth period.
Dog Pound at Greg Watson Court. I'm gonna try to get that done. I'm gonna try to get that done for my friend.
I like it. Coined Watson Court.
Watson Court. Panthers with the ball across half court. And that's McKinley with the handle. And that's easily with a nice jumper over there on the far wing. Makes the score Crestview 37, Milton 32. 7:35 left to go in the game. A nice handle there by Johnson to keep that ball from being turned over. Jones with the ball at the top of the key. Milton is back in a zone defense. Jones driving the lane, tries a shot from around the free throw line. Ball goes just long, rebounded that time by Jones of the Panthers. Jones gets it across half court. Now Milton is trying to find a bucket that's easily with another contested jumper. That one not going to find the mark. The Dogs in transition. That's Stewart.
I'm telling you. Jump ball.
Stewart unable to find a shot. And on the rebound, they're going to call a jump ball, and that ball will go to the Dogs.
I'm going to just say that I think the last 7 or 8 minutes, we are probably 2 for 12.
The Dogs inbounding this ball underneath their own basket, trying to get the ball into Stewart. The ball's going to be stolen by the Panthers and laid in at the other end by Easley. And just like that, the 7-point lead evaporates to 3. 6:42 and counting. Dogs still on top, 37-34, but are in desperate need of, like Tim said, a basket of some sort.
Anything.
The Panthers staying in that extended 2-3 zone. Jones, Mekhi Jones for the Dogs, lets it go from 3. That ball is going to hit the front of the rim, rebounded by the Panthers. That's McKinley. McKinley gets the ball across half court.
Here it is.
And they're going to find McKinley on a give and go. Cuts the Bulldog lead to 1. 6:05 and counting left to go in the game. Dogs now only up by a single point, 37-36. And like I said, really the first time all year the Dogs have seen any kind of zone defense. And Johnson lets a 3 go from the near wing. That ball is not going to be good enough. Rebounded by the Panthers. McKinley out of control in the lane, lets one go, blocked by the Dogs. Johnson in transition, tries to go the length of the floor, unable to get it to go. Phillips with a nice rebound, but can't get the putback to go. Now rebounded by the Panthers. That's Jones on the rebound for the Panthers. Has the ball across half court and easily lets go from 3 off the rim. Nice rebound that time by Jones, and he's going to get fouled in the backcourt by McKinley.
That should be 1-1, right? Because we already hit 1-1.
We were in 1-1. So, yep, 1-1.
Yep, there it is.
So Jones will go to the line 1-1 here with 5:11 to go in the game.
When's the last time? Now, we've called, what, this is our fourth game? Or fifth game?
Sixth game.
No, we didn't call PHS.
Oh, yeah, fifth game.
So we're 5-0, so we've called, this is our fifth game.
Yep.
So when's the last time you've seen a drought like this as far as making baskets?
Oh, when you play zone, it happens all the time. Yeah,
and
they've done a good job of mixing up from playing zone and man. But when you play zone, you better be able to hit some shots, or it's going to be like this. Jones able to make his first one, and he'll have another opportunity trying to stretch this Dog lead to 3.
We need both of these right here, Jones. It's almost like it almost just the feel of the game. Watching the Dogs, just almost there for a second when you had the lane wide open, guy just come right in. And a nice pass for Milton to make an easy layup. It's almost like the Dogs just lost their thought of concentration there for a second.
Jones knocks both of them.
Neither
Crestview on
does.
top, 39-36, 5:10 and counting left to go in the game. Panthers with the ball across half court. And that is easily. And they're going to call a foul. Gardner trying to get the rebound. They're going to call a foul on the Dogs. That's going to be on Parks. And Milton will inbound the ball underneath their basket here.
Really surprised Milton didn't bring a scorekeeper over. They're relying everything on our guy.
Ball's inbounded to Gardner. Gardner trying to make a post move on Parks. And they're going to let that ball go out of bounds. And they're going to say that ball went out of bounds on the Dogs.
Huh.
So Milton is going to once again inbound the ball underneath their basket. And they try to find their safety valve, unable to do so. Blackwell gets the loose ball. He's going to drive the length of the court, and they're going to call him for a charge. Or they're going to get, excuse me, he called it on number 20. 20's not on the court. He is now. I'm not. Anyway, they call an offensive charge on the Dogs.
Terrible.
Milton gets the ball across half court. Ball's almost taken away by Johnson. And number 21, Farr, for the Panthers, tries a three. It's no good. Rebounded by the Dogs, and now the Dogs have it back on offense. Jones with the ball here. 4:25 and counting. Dogs on top. 39-36. Milton staying in the zone look. Jones driving, trying to lay one in. Ball goes in and out. Rebounded by the Panthers. That's Gardner on the rebound.
Jones was frustrated, as you can tell. Can't get nothing to fall.
McKinley walking the ball across half court for the Panthers. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Crestview on top, 39-36. The Panthers with a three to try to tie this up. Three is no good. Rebounded by Gardner. The putback's no good. Tries to put it back again.
Ooh.
No good. Rebounded by Jones. Jones is going to get fouled. That's trying to get the rebound, and he'll go to the line to shoot at least 1 and 1, maybe 2.
That's the key right there. If Jones can get the rebounds, if they're going to reach in and foul like that, that's the guy we want on the line right now.
Stewart and Clauser check in for the Dogs. Jones is going to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Yes, 1 and 1.
We got a timeout?
And we have a quick timeout here. 3:51 left to go in the game. Dogs on top, 39-36.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we have a paintball tank park. It's the only thing like it in this part of the country. You heard me right. Tank park. Get in a tank, shoot paintballs. This is a great opportunity for the whole family, for groups. You want to do team building, take them out to Baker and climb in a tank and shoot paintballs. Birthday party, shoot paintballs. Get in a tank and have some fun. Go to their Facebook page and book an appointment at Oddball Tactics.
Corey, I've got to be honest with you. I've got to go out there and check it out. I want to get in the tank. I saw the pictures. They got brochures at the restaurant. You absolutely get in a tank. It's a zero-turn type thing. And you go out there, and instead of taking a gun to shoot paintballs, you're in a tank. And you load them up, and they've got woods, they've got mazes, they've got 4 fields to get on.
Wow.
8 tanks. You can bring your friends. 8 tanks. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Oddball tactics.
It's definitely innovative.
Absolutely.
Never heard of it. Anybody else doing that, so that's pretty cool.
It is.
Jones with the ball. 1 and 1, knocks down the first one.
Need it.
He'll have a second attempt here coming up. Dribbling, now spinning the ball. Able to find the second one. Dogs on top, 41-36, 3:50 and counting left to go. Milton quickly across half court. And they're going to throw that ball away. Blackwell is going to get the turnover, and he's going to step on the line in front of
the Milton
bench. So that ball will stay with the Panthers.
Stay with the Panthers.
Panthers will inbound this ball in front of their own bench. They get the ball inbounded. That is easily driving the lane, and he's able to put the ball off the glass for 2.
Pretty easy, too.
Cuts the lead to 3. Crestview on top 41-38. 3:30 and counting left to go in the game. We're coming another close one, Tim. All of them this year have been close.
Absolutely.
Why not? Johnson with the ball, taking his time here for the Dogs. Milton staying in the 2-3, extended 2-3. Johnson trying to drive the lane, dishes it off to Blackwell. Blackwell dribbling up to the top of the key, setting back up the offense. He's going to kick it over to Jones. Jones bringing it back up top. Crestview taking their time with a 3-point lead with 2:50 and counting left. And a nice pass by Jones. He finds Closser down low. Closser lays it in and gets fouled. And he'll go to the line to make this an and one.
Jones drew the guys to him, left Klausner wide open under the basket. And just a great heads-up play by Jones to draw the traffic and to watch his guy be wide open. Are they calling that? So Jones, what?
They're saying the basket's good and they're letting Jones shoot.
How is that possible? Do they know?
It's not supposed to.
That's not their.
The wrong guy's shooting, and I think that's what the coach is saying. But they gave him the ball, so
we're gonna see what happens.
Jones is gonna be able to shoot for this. It's the wrong guy shooting.
No way.
We'll take it, and we'll take the and one. Jones able to finish off his teammates and one, makes it a 44-38 dog lead. 2:50 and counting left to go in the game. Bulldogs back in the press. Milton able to break it. They're gonna find McKinley over in the near wing for 3. That ball's going to be off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds on a Bulldog defender. Milton going to inbound this ball at their own baseline. And they're going to find their safety valve up top. 2:35 and counting left to go in the game. Crestview up 6. Trying to make a big defensive stand here late in the fourth quarter. Milton setting it up top. That's easily setting up the offense for the Panthers. He's going to find a screen, let one go from the elbow. That ball's going to be off the back of the rim, rebounded by Mekhi Jones of the Dogs, and he's going to take this ball up across half court for the Dogs with 2 minutes and counting left to go in the game. The Dogs are on top 44-38, and they're going to try to work this ball around and burn a little bit of this clock.
That's right.
Especially in the Panthers have come out of that zone here late in the game and have gone into man-to-man knowing that the Dogs are going to try to hold this ball a little bit. The Panthers almost able to find a turnover, but Jones able to do some nice footwork around half court.
That should have been a foul.
And Johnson with the ball, still working it around. 1:30 left to go in the game. Crestview still passing this ball around. They've already leaked about a minute off the clock. Jones with the ball. Now Johnson with it at the top of the key. 1:15 left to go in this game. The Panthers almost have a turnover, but they're going to get
the line.
Panthers with the foul. That's easily on the foul, and Jones should go to the line to shoot 2. I would imagine. We've had 1 and 1 for about 4 times. Yeah, he's going to shoot 2.
He's on a roll. I think he's hit 3 in a row now.
So 1:12 left. Jones has a chance to extend this lead to 8 if he can knock down both of these shots.
And I do believe that's going to be the game plan from here on out. The Bulldogs get the ball back. They're going to try to chew up as much time as they possibly can. First basket is good from Mekhi Jones for the Bulldogs. That makes it 45-38 with about 12 left here in the ball game against the Milton Panthers. The Bulldogs are up. Be sure everybody tuned in tonight.
Jones makes both of them. Extends the Bulldog lead to 8. 1:12 left. Milton across half court. Crestview's backed out of the press now. Up 8 with a minute left. Jones for the Panthers lets it go a long way at the top of the key for 3. Rebounded that time by the Dogs. That's Closser on the rebound, and Panthers are going to pick up a quick foul with 55 seconds left, and that's going to send Closser to the line to shoot 2.
Closser will go. You know, Knox is hurt. That's a big presence down low. He hurt his coach. Don't know when he'll be back. We're hoping, you know, we can get through this week. Maybe he can get back against Gulf Breeze on Monday. And then the long break.
Closser, the left-hander, knocks down the first one.
A long break until the week after Christmas. The 27th through the 29th is that tournament down in Fort Walton. We're guaranteed 3 games. May have to pull a couple of those games off.
Closser makes both of them, extends the Bulldog lead to 10 with 50 seconds left. The Panthers are with the ball across half court, and they're going to call a timeout here with 49 seconds left to go. Bulldogs on top 48-38. And we got a little confusion about what's going on here.
What are we going to do? No timeout.
No timeout.
Oh, I was about to go to commercial.
Why did we stop the game?
Why is the game stopped? That is a trickery, Hickory Dock or something? What's going on here? I don't appreciate that.
Well, we're going to get the Panthers inbounding this ball back, and the clock is going to run now with 45 seconds left. McKinley lets it go along 2. He's going to hit that one. A nice jumper there. Cuts the Bulldog lead to 8 with 41 seconds left.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been vested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
And we are back. Milton gets the timeout after the shot. And I forgot to plug that back in. I'm surprised my little cameras, hopefully it'll stay with us. You remember I just stuck it up there. I didn't.
Yeah.
I forgot to plug it in. 41 seconds left in the ball game. Bulldogs up 48-40 against the Milton Panthers. This is a district matchup. Bulldogs trying to go 6-0. And tomorrow night it will be Navarre Raiders down at the Navarre Stadium. Don't know what they call it, but look for the Panthers to foul quickly right here. Try to get it in the Jones'
They are in the
hand.
press, and they are going to look to foul Johnson. Actually, they're not. They're looking for a turnover. Jones goes up for the ball, and they are going to call a foul now. 36 seconds left. Jones will go to the line to shoot 2.
Why don't you foul before you get it to Jones' hands? Jones will go to the line with 36 seconds left to make it a 10-point ball game.
Yeah, and I think if he hits both of these, I don't think you're going to see Milton foul again. Unless they, you never know.
I would say if it was down to 15 seconds, 20 seconds, but, depending on how they might. I've seen crazier things happen,
Yeah, that's true.
But if he makes them, then it's okay. There's one.
And he does make the first one.
We'll be talking to Coach tomorrow morning tomorrow afternoon. Get something for you before the game tomorrow night. Talk about this game a little bit.
Jones in and out on the second attempt, rebounded by the Panthers. That's almost good for the clock. 30 seconds and counting now for the Panthers. They're going to let go of 3. That's Farrar, and he's going to hit the 3. Cuts it to 49-43. Dogs on top. 22 seconds left to go in the game, and they're going to foul Johnson. That's Jones on the Panthers with the foul. 19 seconds left to go in the game, and Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2.
If he misses another 3, pulls it within 3 with, 10 seconds or so left. There's 19 seconds on the clock. He really needs to make both of these, just to be honest with you. No pressure or anything, Johnson.
No pressure. The Dogs have pulled all their defenders out of the
we're in
lane,
double bonus.
And we are going to drop back to make sure we don't get a cheap basket. Johnson able to hit his first attempt. Extends the lead to 7. And he rattles the second one in. And that's going to make it Dogs 51, Panthers 43. 19 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And they are going to get this ball inbound. And clock rolling now with Easley taking the ball up for the Panthers. 10 seconds left. Easley with it. Long three. Off the mark, just short. Rebounded by Clauser. And with
That's
5 seconds left, the Panthers will foul. Clauser will get 2 free throw attempts. But with an 8-point lead, we can go ahead and put this one in the books.
That'll be in the books. We'll wrap it up here, Chris, in just a second as soon as this game's over. Bulldogs are going to come out of here 6-0. Be interesting to see. Coach said he didn't know if he was 6-0 on the 2019 run, but close. But he said it's been a while.
Clauser makes his first one.
First one's good. Bulldogs are going to win this one, and we're going to go down to Navarre undefeated. Navarre. Next one is good, too. That'll be the ball game.
53-43 Dogs, unless they make this half-court shot here. And that ball will be no good for the Panthers. So your final score here from the Dog Pound at Greg Watson Court. Crestview 53, Panthers 43.
Watson Court. Appreciate again our sponsors, CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer. Dixie Dan Powell doing the coaches show this year since we are doing a coaches show for basketball. Appreciate you, Dixie, with Powell Injury Law. Crestview Paint and Body. You get a fender bender, take it down there to Crestview Paint and Body. They'll do a great job. Get it done for you right. Greg Watson Court. He's now doing some real estate work on the side. I think he's closed 4 or 5 homes. I know, I don't understand. Joey the Jeweler. This is a great time to go check out Joey the Jeweler on Main Street. If you don't know what to get your better half, go on down to Main Street and talk to Joey. He'll hook you up. Oddball Tactics. Get in a tank and shoot some paintballs. What an awesome
and you said they had 8 tanks.
8
shoot them in
tanks.
each other. Could you do that?
Yeah. You play teams. 4
That's what
on 4.
you do.
That's right.
My God, with tanks.
Yes. You go around shooting each other with tanks. That's the whole thing, man. You're not out there with on your feet with a tank, shooting a tank. You're a tank against tank.
Tank against tank.
You don't remember this, but back in the day when the videos just started coming out, there was a game called Tank. And you had a few blocks on the screen, and you drive a tank around trying to shoot each other. That was pretty cool. So that's what you're doing out there.
Mercy.
It's awesome. Out at Baker, Oddball Tactics. Powell Law Firm, serving the community for over 100 years. Brighton Funeral Service in the Cottage. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you tomorrow night. We'll have the coaches show at 7:20. Tip-offs at 7:30 down in Navarre. Good night, everybody.